Okay, my number 7. Yeah, my number 7 is a game called Quiet Please.
This is the one you got excited about, isn't it?
Yes, I was, to be honest, getting to a point with the Xbox Live indie game space where I was like, I've done it. I'm like, I've just gone through the dregs and it's exhausting. But inevitably, I hit upon an absolute gem, and that's what this is. Quiet Please. First of all, I've been moaning for the last few weeks about how those indie game developers don't seem to have a system in place where they can choose when they ask people if they want to pay for the full game. But this one had one. About 2 minutes in, they're like, do you want to pay? And there's been a couple of instances when the games have been really good and I've read reviews and I knew it was going to be a quality 80 points, which is fucking nothing.
Yeah.
But I've still been like, The second it said, do you want to pay? Yes. If you have an Xbox, get it. 80 points. It's called Quiet Please. Honestly, just buy it. I'll keep spoilers to a minimum, but basically, it's a really old school game. You're a little girl who comes home from school, and all you want is some quiet. There's probably about, I'd say, 15 panels. So you walk from room to room. It's like an old Spectrum game. You walk from room to room, go upstairs, and there's probably about 12 screens.
Right.
The guy next door's mowing the lawn and his dog's barking. Your mum's pissing around in the kitchen. Your dad's watching TV. Your little brother's running around and there's cats going mental. You basically have all these problems. You have to find solutions for them. So it's just, it's probably 7 or 8 puzzles that you've got to solve. But they're really clever puzzles. It's unbelievably endearing. There's not much dialogue, but it's so endearing, and honestly, it's the most charming game I've played in a long time. So, like your little brother, you have to try and settle him down and put him to bed. He hassles you when you're trying to do stuff, and you have to tickle him to get rid of him. And sometimes he'll pick up items that you need and run around. I mean, I just got a sense that this is made by a guy or a girl or a team who've, there's little bits of their own sort of family environment from the past in there, and it was just, I loved that. If someone tried to do a speed run, I bet you someone could complete it in less than a minute, but it's all about quality over quantity, and it's just, it took me about 45 minutes because my brain's rubbish at puzzles. But man, I absolutely loved it. It was 45 minutes, even if it takes you 20 minutes to do, which is, you can probably do that on a first time if this is your bag. I mean, the puzzles aren't difficult, they're not taxing or anything, but what a lovely experience it was. I absolutely adored it, mate. I really did. It's also on Windows phones, and they're currently working on a port for iOS, but it's just a joy. It's pixel arty. It looks like Fez, basically.
Right.
And I do the trial at the very least.
Right, yeah, I will. I know I say I will, but this time I actually will.
It's so good. I was just like, this is what this fucking Xbox Live indie game's all about. That's what, that should be that should be on the front of the fucking dashboard, but unfortunately it's not. But yeah, just an absolute joy. Honestly, I absolutely loved it.
Quiet Please.
Yes,
that's what it's called.
Oh, right. If you've got a Windows phone, it's also on that, and it'll be on iPhone soon.
Sweet.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Quiet Please. I've even written it on a piece of paper.
Do it.
How about that?